Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H has shaped and molded the careers of many superstars in his tenure as WWE's creative head. Under his leadership, several stars have turned their success into mainstream popularity. The game may now turn his attention to a 27-year-old star who has been struggling on the main roster to make a mark. WWE might repackage the aforementioned name in the coming weeks. Austin Theory could turn babyface for the first time in his WWE career. He recently appeared on NXT with Grayson Waller to host the Grayson Waller effect. Throughout his appearance, the 27-year-old received a loud reaction from the crowd in Atlanta. Fans even chanted for Theory to turn on Waller, showcasing their interest in seeing the former Mr. Money in the Bank embarking on a singles run. This week's episode of NXT took place in his hometown in Atlanta. Regardless of the arena, the former United States champion has been getting babyface reactions from the WWE Universe everywhere. Now that Austin Theory and Grayson Waller have moved to Monday Night Raw, a babyface turn can provide the unproven one with a much-needed fresh start to reignite his career. The 27-year-old will compete against Obafemi and Grayson Waller in a triple threat match at NXT's Vengeance Day with the NXT title on the line. Triple H could use this opportunity to sow the seeds of dissension between A-Town Down Under. It could ultimately lead to Austin's anticipated babyface turn on Raw. There is a high potential of him turning babyface in the coming weeks. WWE has previously dropped various teases on the breakup of A-Town Down Under. It will be interesting to see what the Triple H-led creative team has in store for Austin Theory. There was a time when many considered Austin Theory as the next breakout star in WWE. Over time, his momentum faded, leaving him directionless. Should Triple H decide to turn the unproven one babyface, it may mark a turning point in his career, paving the way for his ascension to the top. Monday Night Raw's mid-card division is filled with vicious heels like Braun Breaker, Ludwig Kaiser, and Pete Dunne. However, the roster lacks an organic babyface in the Intercontinental Championship picture. Austin Theory is a potential contender to fill that void on the red brand. With incredible experience and monumental victories over legends like John Cena, he could emerge as one of the biggest babyfaces under the game's regime. Moreover, the former United States champion has remarkable in-ring skills. Going up against a dominating heel like Braun Breaker could be an epic story. Furthermore, WWE can build Theory's character in the mid-card division, placing him in the championship picture against Breaker. The game could build the 27-year-old as a legitimate star on Monday nights before pushing him into the main event scene in the Stamford-based promotion. That said, the angle is speculative at this point. In the dynamic and ever-changing landscape of professional wrestling, the ability to evolve, reinvent, and shift character traits is one of the most essential tools in any WWE superstar's toolkit. Few have navigated these waters better than Triple H, a man whose career has spanned multiple decades, countless rivalries, and an ever-growing list of accolades. However, what if the same logic of reinvention could be applied to someone else? Let's say a 27-year-old star currently on the roster, known for his previously heel-heavy persona, making his first foray into babyface territory. It's not as far-fetched as it sounds. In fact, the time may be right for WWE to take a bold step and explore the potential of a rising star transitioning from their traditional bad guy character to the heroic fan-favorite role. While turning a star babyface is never a one-size-fits-all approach, the WWE Universe often rewards fresh faces and exciting new directions. Let's take a deep dive into the potential for a 27-year-old star to make their first-ever babyface turn in WWE, using some historical context from Triple H's career as a parallel. The turning of the tide for a star like this could have a profound impact on WWE's creative future, drawing in both existing fans and new audiences. To understand how a 27-year-old superstar could take the plunge into babyface waters, it's essential to look at Triple H's own career. The man once known as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, a pompous aristocrat who frequently used his position to manipulate his way to the top, became synonymous with the cerebral assassin persona. As he evolved, so too did his heel tactics. Triple H used his intelligence, physical dominance, and ruthless attitude to create one of the most iconic heel personas in wrestling history. While he would go on to become a multiple-time world champion, it was his shift from being the bratty heel of the late 90s to an ultra-violent, calculating presence in the early 2000s that truly made him a household name. His series of feuds with wrestlers like Mick Foley, The Rock, and Steve Austin solidified his reputation as one of the top heels in the company. But like all great superstars, Triple H's character needed to evolve. In 2004, Triple H would find himself embroiled in a different kind of feud, a feud with his own image. As he began to realize that his character was beginning to show signs of being played out, he made a subtle but important shift in his demeanor. His storytelling began to evolve, and fans could see a more nuanced, emotionally driven performer emerge, particularly during his feuds with Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton. That's where the groundwork for his eventual babyface turn was laid. However, Triple H's heel persona remained so entrenched that his babyface turn in the late 2000s wasn't as simple as a shift in alignment. It was a deliberate effort to let the fans understand that, although his methods were brutal and his past was filled with controversy, he was still ultimately aligned with their interests. His victory over Randy Orton at WrestleMania 25 was an example of Triple H overcoming personal struggles and adversaries in order to achieve justice. And by the time his feud with Sheamus played out in 2010, the fans had fully embraced him as a face, even as his heel tendencies still managed to shine through in moments. Now, imagine a similar evolution for a 27-year-old superstar today. Let's say this wrestler has spent the majority of his career playing the arrogant, cocky heel. He's a fan favorite for his in-ring ability, but his character might be too closely tied to an attitude of doing whatever it takes to win. His arrogance, heelish antics, and perhaps even his association with nefarious factions have kept him in the bad guy role. But over time, the fans begin to see the complexity beneath the surface. Much like Triple H did, the 27-year-old could begin showing cracks in the character, moments of vulnerability, doubt, or even self-awareness. This could begin with a series of losses or a setback, where he realizes that the tricks he's been using to win aren't working anymore. Maybe he's been at odds with management, which further fuels his disdain, but a key rivalry or a face-to-face confrontation with a fan-favorite hero forces him to reevaluate his approach. Perhaps the turning point occurs after a particularly brutal match where the fan-favorite hero suffers a legitimate injury, and this 27-year-old star hesitates before delivering the final blow. This moment of hesitation could be enough to spark a shift in the character, much like Triple H's slow turn during his feud with Shawn Michaels in 2004. This could mark the first seeds of a babyface turn, one that's driven by inner conflict and a desire to fight for something greater than personal glory. Once the transition begins, the storytelling would need to allow the audience to see that this star, while still fierce and determined, is no longer the villain. The longtime heel would need to confront his past actions, maybe apologizing for some of the chaos he's caused, or facing off against former allies who have since turned on him. This story would be driven by the idea of redemption, showing that even someone who's walked a dark path can change for the better. A major benefit to turning a 27-year-old star into a babyface is the potential to engage a new demographic of fans. WWE's fan base spans a wide range of ages, but there's something undeniably magnetic about seeing a brash young star grow into a self-aware hero. It's a story that appeals to both longtime fans and newer viewers, as it reflects the reality of personal growth, change, and the battle for justice. In many ways, the fans would get to experience the transformation in real time, seeing a character they once despised becoming someone they can root for. The ongoing struggle of this 27-year-old star would reflect a broader message of hope and redemption, resonating with those who may be going through similar struggles in their own lives. By pulling the audience into this journey of change, WWE could create a babyface that's far more relatable and authentic than the typical good guy persona. Additionally, there's the potential for some fantastic matchups that could help elevate the young star to the next level. Imagine this 27-year-old star, now a babyface, taking on a slew of heels that have been running rampant in WWE. Matches with the likes of Seth Rollins, Austin Theory, or even a returning heel superstar like Edge could provide compelling stories that drive the character forward. In the end, a 27-year-old star transitioning into a babyface could bring an exciting, fresh direction to WWE programming. Much like Triple A's own evolution from the snobbish blue blood to a gritty champion for justice, this young wrestler could embody a story of growth, redemption, and overcoming the darkness that once defined them. Through storytelling, compelling rivalries, and an evolution of character, the WWE Universe could find a new hero to rally behind. And that's a win for the fans and the company alike.